Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome on in. Patch 12.8 is here. Today, it is now live as this video is up. It's exciting. And we today are going to dive right into the patch notes, have a little chat about what's going on in 12.8. But just quickly, if you like this video, please hit that like button, consider subscribing, and make sure you caress that notification bell. I'm Timoredbeard. I stream full-time on Twitch, where I stream a lot of Tarkov. So if you're enjoying this video, you'll probably enjoy the stream too. I'll see you there. So let's dive right on in to these patch notes. Now, first off, there will be no wipe with 12.8. We knew this anyway. Always nice to see, though. We have a lot of new stuff. Crafting and hideout management, new skills. Yet to see exactly how they come into play, but exciting nonetheless. More skills, maybe decreased costs, increased rewards for crafts in hideout. And I'm not entirely sure what hideout management is going to entail, but going to be good, right? New special item compass. Now, we have been excited about this and we've been wanting this for a very, very long time. The way that they've implemented it is interesting. So you're going to have a new hotkey, which is going to be on U by default. And when you move around and you have a compass on your character, you can press U. And when you press U, it will come up with a little azimuth, which is your degrees in the bottom right-hand corner. So you know, that's like in PUBG across the top where you look in a direction, you say, I'm looking at 280 or I'm looking at 130. He's at 767. Not even on the compass. He's at 342 or whatever, right? So that's going to come up in the bottom right hand side of your screen when you press U and you've got a compass equipped. Quite useful. Another big thing is this heavy bleeding thing. New type of bleeding, heavy bleeding. And this is quite interesting, quite exciting, because of a few things. One, it means that fights aren't going to be as cut and dry. I don't know what I'm talking about. They're going to be a lot more complex because heavy bleeds are going to have to be dealt with. Because you will bleed out from a heavy bleed very, very, very quickly. And there are some new items to help combat that, such as the S-March tourniquet and the hemostatic syringe. But also, some medical kits have the property of stopping heavy bleeding, as it says here. What medical kits those will be, we'll be finding out very soon. In fact, they'll be on your screen right now. But it's still very interesting because though that heavy bleed is going to really impact long drawn out fights. Fast backpack dump. We've been asking for this a long time, especially as soon as the weight system came in. Now, if you're carrying a load of weight, something happens, you can just quickly drop the backpack on the floor and you're good to go. No weight problems. Fantastic. And this will be done by double tapping the Z key. A new voice for Bear. Unfortunately, it's not the broken English voice that we had really, really hoped for, but I'm sure that's still on the cards and we'll be getting broken English Bear soon enough. New faces and clothing for scavs. Awesome. Change in terms of boss voices for Gluchar, Sanitar, and Rashala. They're going to have unique voices now that will be recognizable. Really cool. And then new character animations in the menu. On loading screen, inventory. I believe this includes the party thing. So when you invite your friends in a lobby, you'll see multiple people. That's going to be really, really cool. You'll see your friends, see what gear they're wearing. You'll be able to get an eye for what they look like so you don't have any hesitation in raid and stuff. Really cool. New clothes, as always, enjoyable. New equipment, armored vests, chest rig, backpacks, headphones, helmets, and berets. Again, they always add stuff like this, or whether it changes the meta or not, you don't know. Obviously, when they added the AACPC and the slick, that had a very big impact on the meta. There have been other things they've added that haven't had so much of an impact on the meta. I've had a look at the new helmet, the wrist tee. It seems like it's pretty much the same as an Altin, with just an extra little bit of durability on it. we've got 3 new weapons. We've got the M45A1 pistol, the KS23 shotgun, and the RFB rifle. Again, the M45A1 pistol is just a modded version of the M1911. So there's nothing massively changed there, but a lot of like new mods for the 1911, essentially. The KS23 shotgun, exciting. It's a beat stick. Shotguns are very powerful at this current point in time as well, especially with some of the new ammo types they've brought in. And then the RFB rifle, which is going to be probably favored by me. I think it's a rifle that I'm going to use quite a lot because it's cheap. It's effectively a hunter that has better ergo, better recoil control, better modding support, and it's in a bullpup, and I love bullpups. It's just who I am. And new mods for various weapons. Now, there's an absolute ton of quality of life changes here. Here we go. Redesign the group gathering screen and lobby. Now you can see the character models of group members with nicknames. That is, very cool. Added display of the object resource on the quick use panel. So that's just going to, when you go to your quick use stuff, it's just going to tell you what resource it uses. For mods, weapons, and items moved by the mouse, drag and drop, added highlight of weapon slots and mods where they fit. Green means that they can be combined, and yellow means they can be placed inside. I've already played around with this, and it is super useful, especially when you've got like multiple mag boxes and you don't know which mag boxes have space or not, and you drag a mag and it just immediately highlights which mag boxes actually have space and you can dump it in. Fantastic. Option in the game settings, you can select the body part color in the top left of the UI when you get injured and stuff. And that's, super useful. Now, options in the game settings, we don't need to worry about that too much. Ammo loading menu in the context menu of magazines in the stash. Now, this is very cool. We're going to be able to do ammo salad. Or you're going to be able to add tracers towards the end of your mag, so you know when you're getting to the end of your magazine. Very cool stuff. Now, probably the biggest change of 12.8, the thing that we've been looking forward to the most, at the flea market, when buying more items than are left on sale, the remaining available quantity is bought. How many times have you gone to the flea market, you've wanted to buy 10 grenades, and you go, bam, I'll buy 10, and it goes, error, cannot purchase because there are only 9 left, because someone snuck in there and bought one. Well, now, you'll just buy the other 9. Perfect. We've been wanting this for so long. Automatic sorting a character stash. Tried this with my junk boxes earlier. Amazing. Incredible. Like, just makes life so easy, and it looks so neat. Oh, yeah, beautiful. On the preset or customization screen, the characteristics of the weapon in the characteristics window now change when pointing to the mod to be installed. Very, very useful. So when you hover your mouse over something, a mod that you want to attach onto the weapon, it will tell you what changes to the characteristics of the weapon that mod applies. Really cool. In the kill list after the raid, the field distance, showing the distance of a fatal shot, was added, so you know exactly how far away that kill shot was. Really cool. When you exit the game, there is now a warning that generator is on. Doesn't really affect me too much. I leave my generators on all the time anyway. I'm not too worried about turning them off. But for some people, that's a big deal, and it's an awesome little addition. Added a counter for ready items after crafting in the hideout in the lower menu. Not entirely sure what that is, but I'm sure it will show itself eventually. Flea market changes, sorting goods by category changes, width of scroll bar, added a hotkey to unload the chamber and reload the chamber, Control R and Alt R, very useful. Especially when you accidentally get something like a 3.66 round stuck in a 7.62 AK, and you don't have to like go into tab and go into the gun and drag the round out and stuff. Now you can just press Control R. Sorted. You can now cancel sent friend requests. There's an accept all invitations button. And then after death on the post-raid statistics screen, your character is now displayed in the equipment in which he was killed. Fair enough, rather than just showing what you loaded in with. If the weapon has no magazine and there is no cartridge in the chamber, then by pressing the reload, the cartridge is now charged into the chamber. Useful, yeah. Just top loading, basically. Outside the raid, the stash can now be opened and closed by pressing the tab hotkey. Useful, useful. Added display found in raid status icon for canisters in the hideout generator area if the canister is found in raid. What it means by canister here, I believe, is like a fuel can. And when you're actually looking inside the generator, it doesn't tell you what's found in raid and what is. Now it does. Empty button is displayed as the last item, and the treatment therapist will be free of charge for the first 5 levels of the character. Fantastic. There have been a ton of optimization updates, loads of AI improvements, a lot of just like interacting with voice lines and not bugging out and stuff, which is really, really cool. Lots of bug fixes. We're not going to go through all of those. But some of the changes here, and honestly, this is another massive, incredible change. Big plastic containers now spawn more items in general. You know those big weapon boxes, the big green ones? They are now going to spawn armor and rigs and helmets and all sorts of other stuff, which is going to be incredible. Now, increased fall damage. No more jumping off of the roof at Resort. No, you're going to end up killing yourself if you jump off that roof now. And I think also you might end up killing yourself off of the 3rd floor balcony. And you'll really hurt yourself off of the 2nd floor balcony. So things to watch out for. In the questline, Tarkov shooter player can now use any bolt action rifle. We've been asking for this for years. Well, like a year and a bit. But that's awesome. The PPSH is getting a buff by having the armor pen increased. When a character is blind by flashbang, he will always reload with mag drop, which means, you know, when you rapid reload and the mag from your gun just drops onto the floor, that's always going to happen if you're blinded by a flashbang, which makes sense. Skills that require body hit to progress are not going to be progressed with your party members. Now you can no longer hit your friends with a crowbar to level strength and endurance and health and all those sort of things. Awesome change. Love that. PC blocks now spawn SSD and SAS drives. Nice. Makes sense, really. Various big containers, various equipment, vests, backpacks, etc. in addition to existing loot. Fantastic. Incredible. Quest to unlock Jaeger is now available after accepting Gunsmith 1. Requirements for Gunsmith 1 lowered to level 2. So you can start Gunsmith 1 at level 2, and you can unlock Jaeger immediately after accepting the quest, not immediately after finishing it. Fantastic. Accessing Jaeger so late was always so annoying. Scav players now spawn in at reserve much later into the raid rather than spawning in with 40 minutes still on the clock. Fantastic. Also, traders are now going to restock around every 2 hours instead of around every 3 hours. Again, an incredible, incredible change. But yeah, that is the patch notes for Tarkov 12.8. I am going to be playing it all week with Hayes because we have the Evasion GG Duo Battle World Championship Finals on Thursday at 8 PM BST. So we're going to be smashing Tarkov out this week. It's going to be an absolute blast. Hope you guys can join. Link is in the description for my Twitch and for other things. Thank you guys for chilling with me and exploring these patch notes a little bit, and I will catch you guys around. I've been Timoredbeard. You guys have been awesome. If you like this video, please hit that like button, consider subscribing, and press that notification bell. Otherwise, take care. Peace out.